हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। और आज के सेशन में हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कुछ और इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल के। तो इन द प्रीवियस पार्ट्स आई हैव डिस्कस्ड अप टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 और आज क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 ऑफ डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल। क्वेश्चन इज evaluate 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sine alpha sin x dx. So let this the value of this integral be equal to I. I is equal to 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sine alpha into sin x dx. Now using the property of 0 to a fx dx, this is also equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx. So pi minus x upon 1 plus sine alpha into sine of pi minus x, यानी f a minus x की वैल्यू 0 to a f x dx will be equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx using this property. और इसको आगे सॉल्व करें 0 to pi minus x अपॉन 1 प्लस साइन अल्फा इंटू साइन एक्स dx. तो सबसे पहला हमारा काम है कि हम फंक्शन में x को रिमूव करें. तो x को रिमूव करने के लिए this integral is also having the same value I, because 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx. Both the integrals has the equal value. Now adding these two integrals, अगर हम दोनों को ऐड कर लें तो 2i will be equal to 0 to pi on adding first and second. If we add these two, then 2i is equal to 0 to pi and both are having the same denominator 1 plus sine alpha into sine x. So 1 plus sine alpha into sine x, and in the numerator ये दोनों फंक्शंस में x plus pi minus x plus pi minus x dx. Then x and x cancelled and pi is a constant, इसको हम बाहर ले सकते हैं. 0 to pi 1 upon 1 plus sine alpha into sine x dx. 2i is equal to now 0 to pi or 1 plus sine alpha is equal to 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2. So putting the value of sin x equal to 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2, we get 2i is equal to 0 to pi is outside, 0 to pi and 1 upon 1 plus sin alpha into sin x is equal to 2 tan x by 2 upon 1 plus tan square x by 2 dx. Now this is equal to pi into 0 to pi, taking the LCM in the denominator. LCM in the denominator is 1 plus tan square x by 2. So taking the LCM, 1 plus tan square x by 2 and 1 into 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 2 sin alpha into tan x by 2, 1 upon dx. So this 1 plus tan square x by 2, as you know 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So 1 plus tan square x by 2 is equal to sec square x by 2, and we can write this is equal to pi 0 to pi, and this sec square x by 2 will be in the numerator. Now sec square x by 2 upon, and in the denominator we have 1 plus tan square x by 2, 1 plus tan square x by 2 plus 2 sin alpha into tan x by 2 dx. Now let tan x by 2 is equal to t. So let tan x by 2 is equal to t. This, on differentiating we get half sec square x by 2. Derivative of tan x by 2 is sec square x by 2, and x by 2 derivative is 1 by 2. dx is equal to dt, or sec square x by 2 dx is equal to 2 dt, and when x is equal to 0, the value of t is, when I put equal to 0 here, value of t is 0, and when x is equal to pi, the value of t is tan pi by 2. Tan pi by 2 is equal to infinite, so t is equal to infinite. Now changing the limits here, we can write y pi into, when the limit is 0, lower limit t, the limit of t is 0, and the upper limit when x is equal to pi, t is infinite, so changing by infinite here, and sec square x by 2 is equal to 2 dt upon, here 1 plus tan square x by 2 means tan x by 2 is t, so 1 plus t square plus 2t sin alpha, 2 into t into sin alpha dx, dt. Now 2 is a constant, so it can be taken out to 0 to infinite, and here in the denominator we can make a perfect square, so t square plus the 2ab, that is 2 into t into sin alpha, that is to make it a perfect square we must add the square of sin alpha, so 2 into t into sin alpha, so adding sin square alpha and subtracting sin square alpha to make it a perfect square, and then plus 1. So this is equal to 2 pi 0 to pi 0 to infinite dt upon these three terms, t square plus 2t sin alpha plus sin square alpha, this is the whole square of t plus sin alpha, so t plus sin alpha whole square, plus here we have 1 minus sin square alpha, which is equal to cos square alpha. Now this integral is in the form of dx upon x square plus a square, so I can write this is equal to 2i is equal to 2i is equal to 2 pi, and this is in the form 0 to in the form 2 pi into dx upon x square plus a square, which is can be, because this is a constant and t has a coefficient 1, so directly we can apply the formula. So the formula is tan in 1 upon a, that is 1 upon a means 1 upon cos alpha, and then tan inverse t plus sin alpha upon cos alpha. And applying the limits from 0 to infinite. So this on further simplification, this 2 and here this is equal to 2i, so this 2 and 2 is cancelled here, I is equal to pi, I is equal to, here we can cancel, instead of this place here we can cancel, 2 and 2 is cancelled here, so I is equal to pi into, first putting the value of t is equal to infinite, so 1 upon cos alpha is a constant, we can take it out, and tan inverse infinite, putting the value of t is equal to infinite. So infinite plus something upon cos alpha, that is infinite. Then putting t equal to 0, tan inverse tan alpha minus tan inverse tan alpha. So this is equal to pi upon cos alpha. And tan inverse infinite is, as you all know, is equal to pi by 2, and tan inverse tan alpha is alpha. So the final answer is pi upon, if I take the LCM as 2 cos alpha into pi minus 2 alpha. So this is the final answer of this question. एक और इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, क्वेश्चन नंबर 11, इवेल्युएट द डेफिनेट इंटीग्रल 0 to pi by 2 sin square x upon sin x plus cos x dx. So let this definite integral be equal to I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sin square x upon sin x plus cos x dx. This is first. Now as we know, as you all know, that 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx. Using that property, by using that property we can make the numerators simple. So if I take this again is equal to, I is again equal to 0 to pi by 2 sin square, replacing x by pi by 2 minus x, means the function with pi by 2 minus x will have the same value as the function with x. So sin x pi by 2 minus x plus cos pi by 2 minus x dx. Using the property 0 to a, this is number 2, using the property 0 to a fx dx has the same value as 0 to a f a minus x dx. Now on adding these two, first let us simplify it further. So this sin square 90 minus x, that this is equal to 0 to pi by 2 cos square x upon sin pi by 2 minus x is cos x plus sin x dx. Now adding these two, on adding these two, if we add these two, then on adding first and second, on adding equation first and equation second, we get, in the left hand side it is equal to 2i from 0 to pi by 2, and the first in both the definite integrals have the same denominator. So taking sin x plus cos x as common, and in the numerators will be added sin square x plus cos square x dx. So this 2i is equal to sin square x plus cos square x is equal to 1. So this 2i is equal to 0 to pi by 2 sin square plus cos square x is 1 upon sin x plus cos x dx. Now multiplying by under root 2 and dividing by root 2. So if we multiply by root 2 and divide by root 2, so root 2 into 1 upon root 2 sin x plus 1 upon root 2 cos x dx, which can be written as 0 to pi by 2, और अब जो है 1 upon root 2 और cos x cos pi by 4 plus sin x sin pi by 4. I can write this as cos x, and the value of cos 45 is 1 by root 2 plus sin x sin 45. Which is the formula of cos a cos b plus sin a cos a minus b. So this is equal to 1 upon root 2 0 to pi by 2 1 upon cos A cos B plus sin A sin B cos of x minus pi upon 4 dx. So this is equal to 1 by root 2 integral of this 1 upon cos x minus pi by 4 is sec x minus 4 within the limits 0 to pi by 4 sec of x minus pi by 4 dx. Coefficient is 1 here, this is a constant, so directly we can apply the formula of sec x, and we know the log of sec x is equal to log 1 upon root 2 integral of sec x is equal to log sec x plus tan x. So log mod sec x minus pi by 4 plus tan x minus pi by 4, and using the limits from 0 to this is the limit from 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2. Now first putting the value of x equal to pi by 2, so if I put the value of x equal to pi by 2 here, then 2I is equal to 1 upon root 2. First putting the value equal to pi by 2, so log sec pi by 2 minus pi by 4 plus tan pi by 2 minus pi by 4 and then minus putting the value equal to 0, so log mod putting the value of x equal to 0, log mod sec 0 minus pi by 4 plus tan 0 minus pi by 4. Which is equal to 2I is equal to 1 by root 2 log pi sec pi by 2 minus pi sec pi by 4. So log of sec pi by 4 plus tan, because both are positive, so removing the mod sign here, tan pi by 2 plus tan pi by 4 minus log and sec of 0 minus pi by 4, sec of minus theta is sec theta, sec pi by 4, sec pi by 4 is again log sec pi by 4, and this is 0 minus pi by 4 minus tan of minus pi by 4, that is minus tan pi by 4. So this is equal to 2I is equal to 1 upon under root 2, putting the values here, log sec pi by 4 is equal to root 2, log root 2 plus 1 minus log of root 2 minus 1. And now using the formula of log m minus log n, 2I is equal to 1 by root 2 log root 2 plus 1 upon under root 2 minus 1. Now rationalizing this value, if we rationalize, then this is equal to 1 upon root 2 log of multiply by root 2 plus 1 and divide by root 2 plus 1, so root 2 plus 1 whole square, and if we divide by root 2 plus 1, then root 2 minus 1 and root 2 plus 1 is 2 minus 1. So this is equal to 2I is equal to 1 by root 2 and 2 log root 2 plus 1, using the formula log m raised to the power n is equal to 2 log root 2 plus 1. This 2 and 2 is cancelled here. So the final answer is 1 upon root 2 log root 2 plus 1. So this is the final answer of this question. Next question, question number 12. Evaluate the definite integral 0 to 1 x square 1 minus x raised to the power n dx. So let this definite integral be equal to I 0 to 1 x square 1 minus x raised to the power n dx. Now this original integral is in a very complicated form. So if we cannot integrate it easily, we will have to expand 1 minus x raised to the power, then find the integral, and then so this will be a complicated process. But if we make if we use the property of definite integral 0 to a f a minus x, then this integral can be converted into a very simple form. So this I will be equal to I 0 to 1, and in replacing x y 1 minus x here, so 1 minus x whole square and 1 minus x whole power n dx. So here I have replaced x, y, 1 minus x in the original function. Now this integral is in a very simple form. Now this 1 minus x square is equal to 1 plus x square minus 2x, and here 1 and 1 get cancelled. So this is equal to x raised to the power n dx. So both the integrals have the same value by using the property 0 to a f x dx is equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx. Now this integral can be easily integrated 0 to 1. So I can write this is equal to 0 to 1 x power n plus 0 plus x power n plus 2 minus 2 into x power n plus 1. Now this integral can be easily integrated, and it will have the same value as this first equation. So now we can integrate it. So let us integrate x raised to the power n dx will be equal to x power n plus 1 to x power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 minus plus x power n plus 2 upon n plus 2, and this x power n plus 3 upon n plus 3, and the third integral x power n plus 2 upon 2 n plus 2, and within the limits from 0 to 1. So now let us put the value of x equal to 1 here. So this is equal to 1 upon n plus 2. 1 raised to the power n plus 3 is 1 upon n plus 3, and then minus 2 upon 2 into x raised to the power that is 1 raised to the power n plus 2, that 1 upon n plus 2. Now putting the value of x, 0 all becomes 0 minus 0. Now on taking the LCM is n plus 1, n plus 2 and n plus 3. Now n plus 1 cancelled, n plus 2 into n plus 3 plus n plus 3 cancelled, n plus 1 into n plus 2 minus n plus 2 and n plus 2 cancelled, 2 into n plus 1 into n plus 3. Now on multiplying these two we get n square plus 2n plus 3n, that is 5n plus 6, plus n square plus n plus 2n, that is plus 3n plus 2, minus 2 into n square plus n and plus 3n plus 4n and plus 3 upon n plus 1, n plus 2 n plus 3. Now rearranging the terms, on rearranging the terms, n square and n square is 2n square plus 5 and 3 is 8n plus 6 and 2 8 minus 2n square minus 8n minus 6 upon n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3. The 2n square is cancelled here. 8n and 8n is also cancelled here. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. So 2 upon n plus 1, n plus 2 into n plus 3. So the final answer of the question is 2 upon n plus 1, n plus 2 into n plus 3. Next question, question number 13. Evaluate the definite integral. Lower limit is pi by 6 to upper limit pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus root 10x. So let this be equal to I pi by 6 to pi by 3, and let us convert this in the sine and cos form. So 1 upon 1 plus root sine x upon root cos x, writing root 10x as root sin x upon root cos x dx. So this is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3 root cos x upon root cos x plus root sin x. Now the sum of pi by 6 and pi by 3 is pi by 2. So now let us recall the property a to b f(x) dx is equal to a to b f a plus b minus x dx. So using that property we can write this is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3, and let this be first. Now this integral will have the same value I if we replace x by a plus b minus x. So a pi by 6 plus replacing x by pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x. So root pi cos pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x upon, in the denominator, under root of cos pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x, and plus roots sine of pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x dx. So this original integral and this has the same value. The integral formed by replacing x by a plus b minus x. So this also has the same value I. So now solving it further, if we solve it further, so I is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3, and this pi by 6 plus pi by 3 is equal to pi by 2. So root cos pi by 2 minus x upon root cos pi by 2 minus x plus root sin pi by 2 minus x dx, which is equal to pi by 6 to pi by 3 root sin x upon root sin x, because cos 90 minus x is equal to sin x, plus root cos x dx. This is number 2. Now adding this first original integral and this integral, if we add on adding first and second, on adding first and second, we get 2i is equal to the pi by 6 to pi by 3, and both are having the same denominator, root sin x plus root cos x. So root sin x plus root cos x is the LCM, root sin x plus root cos x, and in the numerator we have root cos x plus root sin x. dx, and same value, so this one time cancelled and 1 dx you know is equal to x. So x from 0 pi by 6 to pi by 3, that is pi by 3 minus pi upon 6, putting the upper limit and then the lower limit and then subtracting. So pi by 3 minus pi by 6 is equal to pi by 6, and this is equal to 2i. So we have 2i is equal to pi upon 6. So I is equal to pi upon 12. So the answer of this question, the definite integral from pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus root 10x is equal to pi upon 12. So with this question I conclude this session. Like and subscribe my channel for new videos and press the bell icon. Thank you, students.